Welcome to Chamber Chat. I'm Tosh Taylor, and on location today, I might be in one of the most beautiful houses on the 114. So I'm here today with Michael McBurnie, and Michael, you have a lot of things going on in Albert County. We're going to start today by talking about how you're helping out with the Chamber Awards that are coming up on May the 11th, and then we're going to get into the Garden Guy and the Christmas Shop and so much more. So thanks for joining me.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity. It's exciting. We relocated to Albert County. It'll be 3 years actually already in July. So I was chatting with Anique from the Chamber of Commerce, and she had mentioned the award ceremony coming up, and because Shawn and I have a history of doing weddings and events, we have a lot of inventory, so I offered to help Melody with the decor and things like that. So that'll be exciting. That's May 11th.
Yeah. It will be exciting. So we're at Holy Whale Beer Hall, and if you've ever been in the Chocolate River Station, there's kind of that atrium when you walk in that is rather boring.
It's like a vestibule.
Yeah. It is like a vestibule. That's right. So what are your plans to transform that?
Well, we had chatted about setting up some small kiosks and having some of the local artisans come in and actually do, either create some of their pieces on site or just simply display them first. So as Melody said, it's going to be kind of like a little bit of a Paris feel where you walk down a street and you've got some vendors on the sides, and of course it'll be beautifully lit up and lots of nice decor. So yeah, and it's most importantly, it's going to showcase some of the talents in Albert County.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what you have, though I've been trying to figure out where you keep all of your stuff. I guess there's a very large garage out there.
We have a big garage and we have a really big basement, so the house is kind of deceiving. So, but and I've moved and packed probably 12 or 15 U-Hauls, so I'm a master at organizing.
Organizing, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so
and I was quite honored to be asked to assist with that too, because we are so very passionate about.
I knew that was going to happen.
Marty.
That's Marty.
Yeah.
Marty's playing with my toothpick. Hang on.
Yeah. Come on, Marty, go. We are so very passionate about the whole area from Riverview straight through to Alma.
Yeah, absolutely. So you were saying that you and your husband have a cottage down in Alma as well.
We do. We purchased that 5 years ago and did extensive renovations. We actually had it lifted, poured a foundation, and winterized the whole thing. So we're able to go year round.
Oh, that's lovely.
So yeah, no, it's quite lovely, and that actually what stemmed us to move from Dieppe to Riverview, so that we would be closer to the cottage. So yeah, it's great. Yeah.
You're also a big supporter of local.
We are. Through the Christmas shop this year, I decided, because I do landscape garden maintenance all season, something that would just extend my income, because of course I'm self-employed, as is my husband. I decided, because I love Christmas, that I would open up a Christmas shop out of my garage. I do seasonal decorating for some of my clients, but I just wanted to take it one step further. So it's proven to be very successful. I still see some of my Christmas wreaths on people's doors, and I had a client actually at the Old Time Meat Market stop me and say, Michael, my wreath is still like in perfect shape.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, we try to get the freshest products as possible and deliver a good product. So it was exciting to operate the Christmas shop. We did something for the Sheppe Food Bank as well, and the Albert County Food Bank in conjunction with Kent Building Supplies, and we're able to raise a fair amount of money and food donations. So we're going to continue to grow that as well.
Let's talk about the Christmas shop before we get to the Garden Guy. The Christmas shop, you're intending on doing it again this year?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I usually open up after Remembrance Day, weather permitting, and I usually operate right up until I usually go the first weekend of December.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what are you offering in there?
I was really ambitious this year. I made over 200 100% soy-based candles, and they were all scented with essential oils.
Okay.
I sell fresh wreaths. I do custom arrangements. I did also reach out to a couple soap companies, and the Soapworks company from Sussex was willing to sell me their products so that I could retail them here. So I was able to offer goat's milk and olive oil based handmade soap as well. So,
wow.
Yeah. And I think I purchased over 120 bars from her, and I had about 40 left. So
wow.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
They went well. Yeah.
The wreaths, in fact, I actually sold out the first weekend and had to close for 3 days just to build more. Yeah. And again, very, very gracious to Oliver from the German bakery, because he has a couple properties that he allows me to go and very mindfully collect my brush and things like that. And I have other friends that allow me to get different pieces. So yeah, it's really, really nice.
That's interesting. I didn't realize that you were also making the wreaths yourself.
I don't actually produce
Okay.
the physical wreath. I have a gentleman that's close to the Confederation Bridge. So I travel all the way to almost to PEI to get the body of the wreath.
Right, okay.
And then I bring those back, and I would install the whatever the client wants, the ribbon,
Okay.
and add all the really pretty things to them. So, but I try to keep them as natural as possible, because it's Albert County is so charming, and the homes are so kind of country and beautifully decorated. So just a simple, beautiful, natural wreath on the door really works. So
I agree. Well, obviously, if they're still on there for a lot of people.
yeah, no, it's pretty cool. So yeah, we actually took the wreath off the cottage door this weekend because I celebrated my birthday, and we used that to start our campfire.
Okay.
So we returned it.
Multi-purpose.
We returned it back to Mother Nature. So yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you did something with your wreaths as well. You very gently mentioned the Sheppey Food Bank and the Albert County Food Bank. You created a fundraiser along with Kent, where you made some major donations through those wreaths as well.
Actually, and I was so thrilled. My friend Mary Jane, who's the seasonal supervisor at Harrisville Boulevard, contacted me, and she said, "Michael, I've seen that you're donating some proceeds of your sales to the food bank." She said, "We're doing a food drive, so we'd love to be able to donate all that food to you for you to distribute between the two." So as the weeks went on, she became quite active and got 5 other locations on board. And it was, close to 1,000 pounds of food and 7 or 8 turkeys that we distributed between the 2 food banks. And then for 2 consecutive weekends in a row, Shawn and I decided that for every sale that we had in the Christmas shop, we would take $5 from that sale. So if you bought a wreath for $45, we'd take $5 from that, throw it in the can. Sunday evening, Shawn and I then would match whatever we raised. So again, between the 2 food banks, we were able to distribute almost $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So
unbelievable.
But again, we've been so well received in Albert County, and so welcomed. And of course, a lot of the clients that dropped into the Christmas shop are from Albert County. So it's nice to be in a position that we're able to give something back. So
yeah, absolutely. And there's so many deserving families in our area that, especially at Christmas, it's so needed.
There are, and I'd like to try to do something, for the Sheppey Food Bank. Say maybe, towards the end of June or something. I'm not sure. Are they planning on a food drive at the awards ceremony?
No.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't certain if that was an option, but we'd certainly like to. In fact, I spoke to Mary Jane and at Harrisville Boulevard, Kent, and they're now have started like collecting like toothpaste and toothbrushes
Amazing.
and toiletries and things like that, like the non-perishable stuff. So they're already fundraising for next season. So.
Yeah, gearing up already. That's amazing.
But what I love about that is that it reiterates the importance of supporting local.
Yes.
and just working together, and it shows how little effort, but a big impact that you can make just by doing something kind, I guess.
Yes.
I was thrilled when Andrew, the mayor of Riverview, and Betty Bevins contacted me to become an elf for the Cheers for You program, because it was lovely. It just, and again, I think that's what stemmed a lot of people's generosity as well, is knowing that they were just doing something kind and unselfish, and it just snowballed. So I packed up my badge, and I'll proudly wear it again next year. So
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
And the Christmas shop, like you said, will open after Remembrance Day.
Yes.
Now we're into the month of April now, which means your other business is about to get really busy as well.
Yes.
The Garden Guy. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's correct. I've always loved gardening, and I was always torn between culinary or gardening. But yeah, my mom was a great gardener. She could bring a table egg back to life. So
I've never heard that phrase before. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, she was pretty amazing. But I currently have around 90 regular clients that I maintain. So I specialize in gardening. I'll go in and do a good spring cleanup, do all the necessary pruning, a mid-season visit to keep the weeds under control, plant any annuals, hanging baskets, planters, herbs. I do offer consultations as well, a 1-hour consultation at your home. It involves, I encourage you to ask any questions that you do have, and then I can advise and suggest from there. You get your follow-up email, because a lot of people are interested in doing their own. During COVID, I was incredibly busy on teaching people how to germinate their own seeds, because it's a lot of time and work, and if you're not germinating your seeds properly, you wind up with 6-foot tall beans in January and you don't know what to do with them. So
that has happened to me.
Yeah. So I love to educate. I love to teach people, and I love it when people are interested in learning. So it's that was a business that I took and I just ran with it. And the Christmas shop, that was another element of it that I just took it and ran with it, and it's growing every year. And we're excited about our new venture. We purchased another property in Alma around the fleet launch time, I guess. So we've got 2 very exciting possibilities for that property. So I spent the winter taking some, the Canadian Food Handlers Association course, responsible servers course, in the event that we do go into the food and beverage industry, CBDC courses, which were phenomenal. Any small business that is located in the rural area, I would highly encourage you to take those courses.
I agree.
Because they touch on, small elements of every aspect that, you really need to know.
Yes.
So it was really, really beneficial. I'm looking forward to joining the Alberta County Chamber of Commerce as well, which will come up. And so stay tuned for the new venture in Alma. So we're pretty excited. We love the area. We love, we just would love to invest, time and some equity into the area, because our main goal is to hopefully promote it and just continue to have people go and experience it and just see what it's all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's discovering our own backyard, which, I know that we've been harping on that for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
But so many people don't realize what's just down the road.
Oh, it's funny that you say that because it was so hot. Well, we've owned the cottage 5 years, so it was New Brunswick Day, and it was so hot here in town. So we took a trip down to Hillsborough, and I had never been because I'm a resident of Nova Scotia,
Right.
and from there PEI previous. But I said to Shawn, "What's past Hopewell Rocks?" And
Yeah.
he said, "There's a little place called Alma." So off we went. The town was just booming.
Yes.
Like I couldn't believe it. And I, growing up in Nova Scotia, would spend time in Chester and those small areas, and just loved that whole coastal seaside. So we fell in love with it. Went back the following weekend and camped at Vista Ridge.
Yep.
With Shawn's mom and dad. And Sunday morning we were going down to the Holy Whale for not beer, coffee.
The second thing they're popular
Yeah,
for.
we drank way too much beer the day before, so we were going for coffee, and saw the for sale sign on our cottage. Called the agent, and again within 15 days we bought it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy.
So, had no intention.
Yeah.
But and that's similar to how the new property landed on our lap. We just learned of it and decided, you know what, that's a great opportunity to continue to enhance the village.
Absolutely.
So yeah, stay tuned for that. We're pretty excited.
I can't wait to have an excuse to go down and do a chamber chat on location on the new property.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So 2024 is probably realistic. Construction may start as early as August. August is a little bit of downtime for me in the gardens because by August things are kind of established. And,
That's true.
they're growing along, and the heat of the summer is there, and so we'll try to get some stuff. Shawn, of course, he does interior design and engineering background, so he's looking at getting some conceptual designs ready to present to Southeast Regional. So
Wow.
yeah.
I'm really, really, really excited with what you two are doing here in Albert County. I say it every time, but I love meeting all of these businesses and seeing how we're all working together to help our area grow, which is the most important part as far as I'm concerned and the chamber's concerned. Collaboration is key. So if we can keep doing that, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and again, it's it's so very important. I mean, for what I do in the landscape industry, I only specialize in gardening and design. So I kind of have a small niche, but I'll extend business to Matt's Mini Excavation, who's also in Turtle Creek, to do all my hardscape and things like that. So Shawn and I have always wanted to utilize as many local independent resources that we can, because we're both independently employed. So anything that we can do, just to promote and enhance, that'll be our main focus.
Yeah.
So
that's exciting. Okay. Do you have any social media pages that you'd like people to follow?
I do have the Garden Guy,
Okay.
and of course just my personal Michael McBurnie, but I have a tendency to share the information on both.
Okay.
Because I have followers in different sides. So yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
This has been great. I thank you for having me into your home, offering me local coffee at Buddha Bear Coffee, Briggs Maple to put into it. It's been a lovely morning. I'm not ready to leave.
You can stay for lunch.
Okay.
I am quite a cook.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, I'm already sold. So we'll see you next time on Chamber Chat. Thank you for spending the morning with me.
You're welcome. Pleasure meeting you.